So the Steam Machine, not Steam Machine 2, just Steam Machine, launched at the end of last month with a hefty price and some unfortunate benchmarks. It begs the question if all Valve hardware is just straight up cursed, and it might be. The announcement video from November claims it is capable of hitting
4K gaming at 60 frames per second with FSR.
And the benchmarks we have now show that in order for that to even be a dream for the system, there are massive concessions. I do like the idea of Valve releasing a first-party home theater console-style computer for gamers who want a setup like that with their Steam games and features of the Steam Deck. But the price, and where SteamOS and the broader Linux gaming concepts sit right now, it's a bit of an early buy-in. And let's get this one out of the way, right? The price is insane. To some extent, yes, that is how it is right now, but $1050 for the 512 SSD no controller with only one stick of RAM is kind of crazy. And the situation for these components right now is absolutely dire. It's disgusting and sad, and I hate that this is how things are, but I think Valve needs to take an L here. They claim they cannot subsidize it because it would require them to lock down the ecosystem, but there is no way with the Steam 30% cut that it's impossible. I like Steam, Valve, and Gabe as much as the next person, but I think we need to stop giving them excuses. It was a mistake. They should have launched it a year or two earlier. People have done comparisons to what hardware is closest, and some people have made custom builds for the same price with way better specs, like X3Ds and 9060 XTs. Now, the form factor here is notable. There is no commercially available gaming PC or PC component that is this powerful at this size. A 6-inch cube is crazy, and props to them for being able to make it work and cool everything with one fan. That is cool in general, and it's great to see innovation in the small form factor and ITX areas. A lot of these custom Steam Machine builds are absolutely larger than this. The idea is that it's a cube either on your desk or at your TV stand that connects and plays games. Unfortunately, I have to address some of the big caveats about this. SteamOS is not necessarily plug and play out of the box. It's Linux based, so most games do have to run through the Proton compatibility layer. This is not exclusive to Steam. You can use it with GOG, Epic, or others through Heroic Games Launcher, Lutris, Fogus Launcher, etc., etc. My point is that it sets out to be a plug-and-play system, and it struggles with that concept. I own a Steam Deck. It is most certainly not plug-and-play. Emulation is something you have to set up, and it's not always simple. Some games require Proton Experimental, some require older versions, and some require bleeding-edge experimental community builds, like Proton Glorious Eggroll, which include notable codec support for hard-coded cutscenes that use video in games with licensed codecs. In comparison to what it hopes to compete with, at least as far as the couch in a TV stand, it sits in this weird spot where if you just made space for a desktop and built one and then got a Steam controller, you'd have a much better system and setup, which is another thing to contend with is wait times. You can get in line for the Steam Machine and controller, and the lines are crazy. My second controller is estimated I'll be able to buy it in 2027. The supply chain right now is fucked, but if you budget appropriately and go from reputable sellers where necessary, you can both save money and get parts earlier. And if you buy an 8BitDo Ultimate 2 wireless controller, you get most of the exact same features as the Steam controller with better triggers and unfortunately no touchpads. And you could get a wireless keyboard and mouse combo for use as a home theater for less than the price of one Steam controller. Here is a PC part picker list I made. You could get a Ryzen 5 7500F for $170, which is a pretty capable CPU that's about exactly what the Steam Machine offers. Granted, your build here would not be as power limited, so you'd already have a more performant CPU off the power consumption alone. You could get a Peerless Assassin cooler for $32, which is certainly overkill for a non-X3D CPU like this, but there's no need for liquid cooling anyway. You could get a B650 board for $110, which is a little on the older side and lower end, but still plenty capable, and you'll get more in and out ports anyway. 2 sticks of DDR5, 8GB each for $260. It's a little slow at 5200 megahertz, but it's dual channel, a 2TB Silicon Power NVMe Gen 4 SSD for $220, ASRock Challenger 9060 XT 16GB for $449, a Montech XR ATX case for $70, and MSI Mag 650 watt for $60. Yes, that's a little bit low of a capacity, but power supplies are one of the cheapest hardware components to upgrade, totaling $1,371, and if you get an 8BitDo Ultimate 2 wireless controller, which is the best Linux controller for using nearly all the same features and having native Steam input for $60 more, in a wireless keyboard mouse combo from anywhere from 10 to 50 bucks. That's around the exact same price as the Steam Machine's 2TB model with controller, and you can even save more by purchasing some of those components used. And if you really want to get crazy, you could hop up back on AM4 and get a last-gen Radeon GPU, and it would probably perform about the same. Now, the Steam Machine falls into this niche for people who want couch PC gaming and don't want to think about hardware pricing and stuff like that, but my rebuttal to that is that you are buying a $1,400 cube. Okay, that thing is going to show up on your expenses. Overall, I personally do not understand the hype. Everything the Steam Machine does can already be achieved. It's great that Valve is taking the Linux direction seriously, and I hope they continue to pioneer gaming on Linux-based OSs. And the fact this is even possible is incredible, and thanks to the innovations in the space, like Proton, Wine, and OSs like CashOS that focus on performance first, with incredible optimizations. I've been gaming on Linux now for over 6 months, and I don't really miss Windows at all. I just work around the things I can't do and deal with, and there aren't tons of issues like that anymore anyway. And I think the Steam Machine will be a great buy for pre-Unreal Engine 5 games after Ramageddon ends. But for me personally, I don't see the need to get one, and yes, it is because I have a high-end AM4 system with a 9070 XT and a Steam controller already. It isn't meant for me, and that's okay. Either way, let me know your thoughts on Steam Machine. Do you plan to get one? Will you buy one in 5 years? Is it better than your current setup? Should you just get a BC250? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. A Dank Pancake out.